Hey, Big Div the Middle Age Gamer here with another episode of Fallout 4 Sim Settlement 2 Reborn, and we're still hovering over Dr. Hernandez's terminal in the Vault Tech headquarters. Because your boy Big Dave is an idiot. You remember what that note said? The note said the password would be numbers on everyone's favorite work day, and it'll be right next to me for me to see out in plain view. Duh! What's everyone's favorite work day? It's Friday. So your numbers and your answers are right. Enter the password. Alright, we start with 1, 8, 15, 22, 29. Access granted. Read his terminal entries. October 19th. Sharon's been out for a few days and Walter seems a bit down. It's obvious to everyone he likes her, but it's not like she's dead. Either way, being in that warehouse all day surrounded by toilets can't be good for his loneliness. Meanwhile, Dr. Reed is thinking about quitting. He has a theory about the vaults being experiments, but Davidson says he's just being paranoid. I'm not sure who to side with. I just want to make sure I bring my popcorn when the man completely flips. The 20th. Frank brought a gun to the meeting today. A gun! Although a more accurate description would be to call it a cannon. He's clearly compensating for something, and we all know that. 10:21. Frank left the office early today, and it's a needed break, with Dr. Reed about to quit and Sharon missing everyone so tense. Speaking of which, I saw Walter from the warehouse break into his office. He's always stressed the importance of workplace safety, so I take it having a firearm on the premises touches a nerve. I managed to flag him down during lunch and got him to blab. He swore to me to secrecy, but Walter apparently took Frank's gun apart and broke it. Then he hid parts all around the office before Frank got back. I'm not sure what Walter's planning. The next time Frank threatens to shoot someone, it's going to be hard not to laugh. 10:22. Frank's furious. Either he's finally had it with Dr. Reese complaining or he knows about the gun. I was hoping to see some fireworks, but Walter seems content just letting him rage. He might have forgotten about Frank altogether. I think he's worried about something happened to Sharon. Well, that's no fun. So I left Frank some clues on the bulletin board. Watching him stumble around the office trying to find his precious parts is going to be a riot. Okay, now we need to read Dr. Hernandez's clues. Well, luckily, we've got a marker. Where the hell is it? In the meeting room. How the hell did I miss this? Dr. Hernandez's clues. Frank, if you want your precious gun back to normal, then you're in luck. Consider me your ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. Let's start with the past. Remember where Roger lost his hearing? You'd have to have a shred of empathy to even know it happened. Well, by chance you do. Oops. Let's read it again. Okay. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Dr. Hernandez's clues. Well, by chance you do, search the area. You might find something in a pocket. Next, the ghost of the present. So you know the person you've been agitating all month? Maybe if you spent more time together, you'd realize you had a lot in common. For instance, did you know both of you share the same taste in pictures? I'd look behind a frame or two and see what turned up. Lastly, you'll need the blueprints that came with the gun to put it back together. Well, like I always tell the boys in the warehouse, the blueprint to a successful future is simple. When you're going down and you've hit rock bottom, sometimes the best thing to do is look up. And I think I have everything now. Read the office terminals to find the office of Davidson's adversary. Alright, so we've got markers. I guess we should start here. Dr. Reed. Well, it's not Reed. Wrong way. Okay, we're going back into the warehouse. Yeah, there was a terminal here that we played around with a little. Oh, there's two terminals here. Walter Scott's terminal. Okay, well, we're... Okay, you know what? Hold on. So, what we're gonna do... That did not work. Okay. Ah. DeSoto's being called upon reference even though it has an able state parrot. This is not valid behavior and will be ignored. Oh, lovely. So we have got one hell of a snafu here. Read the office journals, find the office of Davidson's adversary. Okay, we're going to have to piece this together, because, yeah, there you go, software bug. Okay, Roger? Alright, let's go back up. Tired from lack of sleep. I don't really care right now. Just want to get this done. Okay, this is Hernandez's office, so that's not gonna be it. Here's Davidson's terminal. And Reed, Sharon. Okay. That didn't give me anything.
How important what they were doing must have seemed at the time. Now, faint shadows remain.
Oh, I missed that
Surely
hairbrush.
meant to leave that rubbish where you found it.
Alright, check Magnuson again. I didn't think there was anything in Magnuson's. Okay. Clearly missing something here. Okay, I'm gonna look something up real quick, and I'll get to the bottom of this. Because clearly, this quest is a bit bugged. Okay, so I don't know how the hell I missed that, but there it is. I read the terminal, and it didn't work before, but apparently reading it again did just fine. Alright, let's go back to a workbench. There is one down below. Where I believe it wants us to go anyway. Yeah. Well, I am thirsty. That is an easy fix. And if I get into combat at some point, for whatever reason, I do have Wasteland Coffee. Alright, broken ion gun pistol. So now we take off the broken receiver, put on the standard receiver. And we can do different things to it, and it requires a fusion core. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure how to feel about that. Alright, there. Okay, we could also turn this into a stock if I really want to. I'm not sure I'd actually ever use this. And it's not like we can change this into a different ammo type, because I'd rather keep my fusion cores for power armor. Although, I mean, no, I got the level at least. Alright, let's see if there's anything else to improve. Oh, second point in science. That is a necessity. Let's get back in the tin can real quick. Alright. So we're now going to go. One thing left to check.
Mommy.
As I said in the last episode, there is a lot going on in the Vault-Tec HQ. Got one more piece of Creation Club content that is all the way upstairs. And it's in here. Okay. Let's go in the elevator. And go down. Welcome to the sub-basement of the Vault-Tec HQ, which looks rather vault-like. Okay. Oh, those things are interesting. Alright, let's fire this up. I guess apparently this is Vault VT. There's a real-life working vault underneath the Vault-Tec HQ. Turn that off, and hello.
Good day to you.
Oh, there was a note there. Okay. I think that was Camilla's note. The vault seems like the perfect fit. I've heard stories of vaults before, but they're dangerous, haunted even. This one seems to have been made just to show, to entice others into jaws that lay elsewhere. We must do the same if we are to survive, as our rations are nearly gone. Javier must have noticed my unease, as he floated the idea of adding some security measures, like a small keypad on the doors. For the code, I suggested the laws Javier had quoted at the other locations, as it would make it easy to recall and serve as instructional to repeat them. So, for instance, at the resort, he quoted one of the 5 laws, and at the mansion, another. That would be 2 numbers, but we still needed 1 more, so I said the next law we enforced would be the last. The more pressing concern is the lack of food. Javier and I have been struggling, but Lucia, while emotionally distant, seems well-nourished. I find this suspicious, and I wonder if she has been taking advantage of this vault's stock of perishables. If so, it's clear now she's not one of us. Given the amount she's consumed, she can still prove useful, however, as a morsel. If Javier and I are to survive, sacrifices like this must be made. Welcome, employees! Greetings, Vault Tech employees! After many months of preliminary construction, we are pleased to open up this promotional vault to members of Vault Tech's technical and engineering staff. While living and recreational quarters are available for use by all staff members, keep in mind that the vault is not a residence, but rather a showcase for potential clients. As such, it is not only important to ensure all front-facing equipment, plumbing, and entertainment modules are in working order, but that each space remain clean and presentable. To aid with this, we have provided a specialized Mr. Handy with additional processing power to help with the daily chores. It's also important to keep in mind that observational studies will not be conducted in the promotional vault. This, however, does not mean access to terminals will be unlimited. Please ensure you have proper clearance when accessing private logs as well as confidential memos. Enjoy your stay, Vault Tech Management. Supervisor's logs. Private terminal, if not, Lenora, log off immediately. Entry 22375. I don't know how else to explain to Jessie that this is not that kind of vault. She's heard all the rumors from the other science staff about all the interesting experiments they'll be able to run, and she's convinced it's going to work the same here. She started to prank some of the others during the meetings because, in her words, she wants us all in the right headspace. The fake spider in the donut box is one thing, the strychnine sprinkles is another. If she didn't give it away by laughing every time Varner took a bite, we wouldn't have gotten him to the hospital in time. 3275. After an incident where Sandra put on a Vault Tech suit filled with glue, I decided to sit Jessie down and spell it out for her that this vault was a showcase, and we should do our best to make sure that it is perfectly safe for both the visitors and personnel. Yet she still thinks there's a catch, and the only reason I couldn't tell her is because she doesn't have a high enough security clearance. On her breaks, I've noticed her poking around the walls looking for secret compartments that simply aren't there. Even worse, she's enlisted Mr. Blue to help her, under the guise of doing security sweeps. Note, Mr. Blue is that Mr. Handy I just tried to talk to. I just hope there aren't any other surprises when the clients start rolling through. If she wasn't such a talented engineer, I would fire her on the spot, but it's obvious we need her to meet our deadlines. Entry 3575. I heard some of the staff talking about wanting to get back at Jessie by putting a fake SL4 plus directive message on her terminal. They also want to involve Mr. Blue, who Jessica has taken a liking to. Something about some fake source code that's supposed to be from a Gutsy, but actually makes it insult you incessantly. I warned them not to mess with company property, but what I should have done is warn them not to mess with Jessica. Whatever they're planning, it will not end well. Yeah, same person. 327. I really don't know what Varner and Sandra were thinking. Did they really think Jessica could just swap out the robot's code with the fake Gutsy one? Jessica? The same girl who built you a flamethrower if you asked for a match? I'm just glad she didn't give Mr. Blue access to the nukes. But seriously, imagine if this happened when Brad Burton was here. We'd all be at our typewriters polishing up our resumes. For now, I've just got to come up with an excuse why I canceled the private tours and lost 3 staff members. Thank God she put in that special standby override. It could have been a lot worse. Engineer's logs. Private terminal, if not Jehoshino, log off immediately. 222.75. Lester keeps telling me it's not that kind of vault. And I'm thinking the whole time, that is exactly what they want you to think. Showcase? Why does Vault Tech need to advertise anything? Isn't survival enough? It's not like there's another company building post-apocalyptic bunkers within walking distance of your home. Does anyone really think when the bombs start to fall, Sally and Bob Everyman are going to walk another 3 blocks to the off-brand bunker just because they don't like our jumpsuits? Of course not. They're going to pray we let them in, wear the stupid jumpsuits, and be eternally grateful they're alive. And that, my friends, is when the fun starts. 228. Varner's ticked off because he thinks I put strychnine on his donut. First of all, it wasn't strychnine, it was arsenic. I worked in the chemical engineering department for close to a decade. I think I know my poisons and what constitutes a lethal dose. Besides, it's not like anyone would care if Varner kicked the bucket. I know everyone is tired of all the nonsense he posts on the bulletin board. Honestly, there's only one reason in this whole vault that... There's only one person in this whole vault that gets me, and that's Mr. Blue. It's like high school all over again. All my friends are robots. I just wish we could do something together to get back at these idiots. But it's against company policy to reprogram the handies. Private, J. Hoshino only. Confident, confidential. Vault Tech clearance SL4 required for your eyes only. Violation VTP 1041. Warning, this directive is for the staff member Jessica Hoshino or those with appropriate security clearance levels SL4+. All others must exit this terminal immediately and report your infraction to the overseer or a member of Vault Tech Security. Thank you. Social Science Division. Your mission is to reprogram the Mr. Handy robot working in the vault and replace it with the military-grade weapons and targeting software. For reference, the source code for the Mr. Gutsy model will be placed in a folder at your workstation. For the integrity of the experiments, do not reveal your mission to any other personnel, even those with clearance. Well, let me be the first to say... He's not a Mr. Gutsy. Ooh, soup. Okay, some stuff up front here. A couple of Nuka-Colas. Very nice. Another weapons bench. Not a usable terminal. Okay, nothing in the lockers. A chem bench. A power armor bench. An armory bench. Aw, but nowhere to cook. Wait a minute. A workshop. A fuse box. A light switch. Okay. Alright. So let's explore some more.
Finally, the spot that doesn't set my cleaning program.
Okay. So we go in here. Well, we found Camilla. The 5th law. Kill not our kindred, slay only the enemy. This is our justice. The 5th and final law, it was the last words Javier spoke to me before he left me here to die. Technically, Lucia was never one of the family, but it's clear now she was part of this. Judging by the packed bags, they were probably going to leave this vault without me. Probably to that last bunker mentioned in the article. Can't blame them, given what happened here. To think all this time I never noticed they had taken a liking to each other. How obvious it all seems now. Maybe we get ourselves a syringer. I don't know if I'd ever use that, but I've always found syringers kind of fun in their own derpy way. Oh. Boxing gloves. Buff out, duct tape. And I can't turn off that radio. Crap. Okay, we'll need chalk. Just because I wanted access to the purified water. really don't give two shits about the weights. Unless we start suddenly needing lead. Guess I can always come back later for that. Okay, overweight. Oh, I'm hungry. Well, I guess that's one way to whittle down the weight a little bit. Alright, young white roast, young white ribs, coffee beans, mole rat meat. 3 pounds over anyway, so it's not like it's gonna matter. Alright, bubblegum in a food cube. Food cube. Blech. Alright. Alright, there's a dresser there. And we'll put the 5 pound weight in there. We'll get us back underneath. So let's go activate the workshop. Okay. So what can we do in here? Just add furniture to it. Could put a city planner's desk in here so we could make ASAM sensors if we needed to. So we've got access to a few things. But I'm sure y'all noticed this is our first. We can make some arcade cabinets. This is our first of the Creation Club player homes that we've found. And for whatever reason, this part of it is bugged. So hold on just half a second. Let me see what I can find to finish this quest officially. Okay, so what this is this is part of a more overarching quest for a series of player homes. This is but one. And we're just doing this out of order because, well, that's me in a nutshell. Alright, so we're done here. We've got ourselves... I mean, here's the thing. Because we got the TARDIS and we're in survival, if we didn't have the TARDIS, this would be actually rather useful. Sort of a bed in every port, a place to save your game, so to speak. Actually, it's been a while since I've done that. I need to sleep anyway. So, but at the same time, I'm kind of overweight. So I don't want to screw that up. Alright, so we're going to get out of here. We're actually going to turn off this for now. And we're going to head back to the TARDIS. We're done here, finally. It's just going to take a little bit to get there. Okay, we are now just outside the BADTFL office. We're going to... I'm actually very happy about that, because... we're gonna be here a lot in the future. Now, let's see if there's anything else nearby. What does that say? Oh, right. Okay, find the caravan. I don't want to do that, because... I love Ada, don't get me wrong. I'm just not ready for her yet. I've always preferred her as like my last companion. What the hell's going on here? Oh, right, that's the Lost Patrol. That's glitched. Okay, so I guess that also means I can turn off... Where is it? Seriously, where is it? There it is. Mechanical Menace. I knew that. Alright, let's go back inside. I'm just going to try this again. Are we back at your sanctuary? Yeah! That's Concord right there. Okay. This works out. Alright, we'll mark the red rocket. There's nothing nearby. Well, okay, I guess we do have the Devil's Marsh, but... what we're going to do is we're going to drop off Codsworth. Actually, we can talk to him here.
Hey.
Something you need, sir?
Hey, Codsworth.
Here we are.
It's time for us to part ways.
As you wish, sir. I'll be at the homestead. Cheerio.
Remember, anytime you dismiss a companion, if you just hit the tab button when you send them, they will automatically send them where they originally came from. Now, where the hell did I leave? There she is. Okay, so we're still waiting. So we still have something to do for Jake, but that's in a completely different part of the Commonwealth right now. We have nothing we need to do here. I mean, I guess we could do this, but I don't have enough points in Lone Wanderer to add to carrying capacity, or I don't have another companion with me. Yeah, I know I just could have kept Codsworth, but I didn't. We'll worry about that another time. So I guess I can take off the Church of the Valley for now. Alright, let's go back in. Let's see what brings us now. Chestnut Hillock Reservoir. That gets us right near Vault 81, which I don't have a problem with. Do we have anything nearby? We're actually really close to Diamond City. You know what? Okay, there we go. Now, a couple of things. First off, I went to the Cavalier's Machete. What can I say? I'm a legendary snob, and I only got 2 legendary weapons worth my time right now. Well, 2 legendary weapons, period, that are worth my build. And that's the Irradiated Board and that Machete. I already talked about the board and how I'm not a huge fan of two-handed weapons. I prefer speed over weight. But with that said, I am a former baseball player, so go figure. But irradiated stuff only really works on humans, and if you're doing non-human stuff, it's kind of silly. So yeah, the board's got that going against it. And the other thing is, yeah, I already covered all that. Okay. And the other thing is, I also with the point in science, I also souped up the power armor a little bit. I now have lots more weight carry, as you can see. I souped up the legs. I now have calibrated shocks on both, each one giving me an extra 50 pounds carrying capacity for a total of 100. And I also decided to put in that blood cleanser into the torso. Well, for 2 reasons. 1, better than nothing, and 2, I knew I was going to be leaving Codsworth pretty soon. But, you know, Tom Moore's got to travel on his own a little bit before he picks up his next stray, as the TARDIS would call him. So, reduced chance of getting addicted to drugs is useful, especially since, well, I'm carrying a few again. Because I can. Okay, so we're going to go inside. We're going to bake this. Make it a good save spot. And then we're going to go back into Diamond City. Pick up a few quests. Talk to the Ron, which is what we needed to do anyway. So we might as well, since we're here. And, well, I guess we're going to be picking up a new companion again anyway. Piper. Not much to see here. This, again, just me taking a snooze to save where we're at, because I like where we're at. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so with that said, let's turn off everything that's not Diamond City related. Silver Shroud, Suburban Disturb. Where is that? Oh, right, Rocky Narrows Park. I knew that. Turn that off. Road to Freedom. We know where that goes anyway. Alright, Story of the Century stays on. Fire support comes off. The Lost Patrol. Yeah, that can go off. That's Malden. Curtain Call. It's a little further east. That's in the Blowing Sea. Jewel of the Commonwealth. Find information about Shaw. Yeah, that's Diamond City. Use the guide in Diamond City. That's... yeah. Okay, do that too. Okay, turn that off. Okay, turn off Belcher's Cave. Okay, so actually we need to bounce back inside. We need to grab a good Nuka-Cola for Sheffield. And here we go. Okay, since everything is mostly in the same direction. Oh. I forgot there were some things to play with here. Come on, buddy. Yeah, think about the reservoir. We got some nasties here. Oh shit, I forgot this is the super mutant side of things. Well, here's a hope we can last through this.
Already?
Dead Raider. We got a suicider around here, which I'm not happy to see. Okay. I have a trick for him. Right, see if we can come around. I guess that's one way to do it. Good boy. Taking that one on the chin for me. Oh, you got the centaur too. Good job. Alright, well, on the bright side. Okay, we're getting shot up. This is not where I wanted to be. Okay. We need some healing. We need some resistance. Okay, Abomination. Extra damage. Damage resistance. Some water. That will help with that. And a little bit of healing. And we'll scar some Yao Guai ribs. For some healing and further damage resistance. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely not.
I hear something.
I'd rather take a reload. Okay, my leg's shot up. As I said, unfortunately, I ended up on the super mutant side of things.
So stupid, so weak.
Oh, I didn't want to go in. You know, I've never been in here before because I never bothered. Let's go back. Okay, I was getting hung up by a dog. That sounds about right. What the hell are you doing up there? Way to make me use those, fool. All right. Well, I'm healed up at least, so that paid off. The refusal was the right way to go. I'm not ready to regenerate yet. Haven't done much. All right, the Fenn Street Sewer. There it is. Getting closer. I'm sure we'll have to go in there at some point. Alright, Diamond City. And with a busted up left leg, I'm probably going to have to go and get that fixed. Figured I'd paid attention to that when I was souping the damn thing up, but... Ooh. Okay. No cricket here.
Please. I'm so thirsty. Could you spare any water?
Actually, I do have some. Of course. Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
You hate to see that. Okay, they're not here yet because we haven't advanced the clock far enough yet. Alright, into Diamond City. We've got a lot to do here.
You're Sullivan, right?
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
I didn't mean to lie, officer. It all just happened so fast.
Oh, sure it did.
Oh,
So
gee.
fast,
What?
you
I
forgot all
failed?
about basic human decency.
I
Did your mother
failed?
teach you to be honest? Hey, what's brought you into town anyway? Be good to note it down in the logs.
I'm trying to find someone.
Is that so? Who are you looking for?
My boy Sean's been kidnapped. He's just a baby.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, but we're under orders not to get involved in missing person cases. There's a lot of Institute paranoia right now. We can't really risk fanning those flames with official action. What if people panic?
I just need a little information, Danny. We can keep this off the record.
Okay. I can
But I
at
get
least
that
point
one.
you somewhere. Unofficially. When you get inside the city, go to the back, around the market, to an alleyway. There's a couple of bright neon signs. Valentine's Detective Agency. No one likes going there, though, so buyer beware and all that.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, well, good luck. Stay out of trouble.
Alright, in we go. Officially. Diamond City, officially. Alright, we've got a lot to do here, as I've stated before. Oh, we get right into this.
What have you done with the real Riley? Where's my brother?
I swear, I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes, we're family!
Put the gun down, now!
He's a synth! He'll kill us all!
Kyle, no!
Okay, show's over. There are no sins in Diamond City, hear me? Just you folks and your dick.
So why are they all worked up about since? It would be this issue of the public occurrences. Noodles. We all eat them. We all love them. And Diamond City's Power Noodles has supplied this sustenance for the past 15 years. From the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's programmed Japanese, to the fragrant steam that wafts from each bowl, to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful, the ordering and eating of noodles is but one of many shared human experiences. Or is it? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter Power Noodles just Wednesday night, just after 5 p.m., enjoying a dinner I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own Mayor McDonough. Mayor McDonough. Sidle up to a stool and engage in the very same ritual. Right hand extending, mouth opening, teeth chewing, yes, eating noodles. The shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So it must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 60 years ago on an uncharacteristically warm May evening in 2229, as they sat around the very same counter, but that was before the days of Takahashi and his noodles, when the bar served not noodles, but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey. The barman's name was Henry, and that night, he facilitated the shared human experiences of drinking, smoking, talking, and laughing. That is, until tragedy struck. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's ghoul residents certainly could have, had they not been forcibly removed thanks to Mayor McDonough's anti-ghoul decree of 2282. But there is one person among us who does remember distinctly the events of that evening. Respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, who recounted her story in a public occurrence's exclusive interview. Oh, I was there all right, sitting right at the bar, just sure as you're sitting in front of me now, 22 years old or so, and just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall. We all were. So what was the harm? Let me tell you that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into town earlier that day, said he was from out west somewhere. Didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile and his laugh, and the way he made everyone feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth. And Mr. Carter, he was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful, until it wasn't. Eustace continued to recount that evening, and in the moment when things turned sinister as the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on, must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess, like the rest of us. But something just sort of happened. He was smiling, and that smile just sort of went from his face all in an instant. Then his cheeks started twitching, kind of funny. And I remember watching him clear as if it happened just yesterday. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, and then blam! He shot Henry, the barman, right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry just as casually as if you were paying him for a drink. But his cheek never did stop twitching. Let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. What Eustace is describing, of course, is the infamous event known as the Broken Mask, when the people of the Commonwealth learned for the first time that the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, had actually succeeded in creating a model so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute had somehow evolved their androids into true synthetic humans. Synths. After he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running, they opened fire on Mr. Carter, he kept shooting and throwing people around left and right. Finally, those guards put him down, seemed like they had killed the man who had flipped his lid. Gone crazy. And he lay there like a dead crazy man, sure enough. God, it was horrible. But then we saw the plastic in the middle. This was one of them early synths, you see, and we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was then we all knew. The Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was everywhere now, among us. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggest he had somehow been remotely controlled by the Institute, who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. Still others felt he had simply malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anyone, but at that time, the why hardly seemed important. What mattered was that the humans of the Commonwealth had been truly infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were, and still are, a complete mystery, using a model of synth even less advanced than the ones in the Institute has in service today. Which brings us to noodles, specifically the noodles consumed by Mayor McDonough last Wednesday night in the same spot that Mr. Carter the synth went haywire and mercilessly killed several people. After spending hours sharing an experience the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race. They were wrong. So, what would my theory be on why that happened? Well, simple. The Institute hadn't quite fully tested the effects of alcohol on a synth. And, yeah. It did good.
Officer?
Move along.
Hey, officer.
I need you to step away, Scabber.
I understand, officer. I just want to know what happened.
What, you didn't hear the shouting? Guy pulls a gun on his own brother, thinking he's a synth. It's that newspaper's fault. Got people all riled up, thinking their own family might be replaced by machines. Look, I'm sorry you got caught up in all this, but it's over, okay? Just go about your business like nothing happened. Better that way. What's everyone still standing around for? Go back to your own damn business.
And people are starting to finally dissipate. Okay. Let's go talk to Piper. Where is that little... There she is.
Hey,
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look... Dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The man out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
You're all living in rusty shacks, killing each other. My God, the smell.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be a fun one to quote.
It's
Now,
true, though.
The big question. Why come to Diamond City? You're looking for someone, aren't you? Who is it?
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved?
The Institute? Who were they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over. Synths. Synthetic people. Sent from their hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Wait, people just ignore kidnappings out here?
Yeah, Blue, you haven't noticed? You grow up in the Commonwealth and eventually someone is gonna get taken. Maybe not someone you know, but someone. And people just say, well, could have been worse. Could have been killed by raider attacks or super mutants or feral ghouls. They just give up. So I want my readers to hear what keeps you going. Maybe they'll find a little inspiration. Now, what would you like to say?
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again. Or at least, that you'll know the truth.
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where this story goes next.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Sure, let's go.
Will do. Oh, sorry, boy. Time for you to head home.
No, he's not heading home.
Heads up.
Where to? Help yourself?
Alright, let's see what she's got here. Road leathers. We swap out for the trench coat. Trench coat does not provide is not under armor. The road leathers are, so we'll do that. And when we get a chance, we'll suit her up a little more. Give her some better gear. But for now, what we can actually, there is one thing we can do.
Heads up.
Actually, no. I'll need to take her back for that. I'm not worried about it right now. We'll take care of that in just a bit.
What's that for?
And, for the life of me, I can't figure out why all the hate for Piper. Yeah, I know she can get a little weird, but I've always liked her. That's Nat's room. I'm not going to swipe anything from her. Pipes lives upstairs. This is from part of Tales of the Commonwealth. From Dr. Poltergeist.
Hello, Miss Piper. My name is Dr. Poltergeist. I know of many secrets in the Commonwealth. Secrets I'd love to share with you. Yes. Your Mayor McDonough, hides a secret in his cellar. It is a stash of expensive alcohol. You can bust him for substance abuse if you get evidence. Yes. The door is locked, but don't be discouraged. There is a hole in the wall you can slip through. Get inside and seek out this secret. Yes. The door is at the back of the mayor's office. Go into his office, take a left, go to the end of the hall. There is a room, and then behind a bookcase there is a door. Sorry that there are no quest markers. But if there were, then these wouldn't be secrets, now would they? You just have to use your eyes.
That's fourth wall breaking. Alright, let's get back out. Let's keep moving. Alright, so... Alright, things seem to be a little settled back to normal. We got the doctor.
Hey there.
Got chems right here for you, brother.
And we can get some work from him.
Looking for a job, if you got one.
Yeah, I got something. Looking for a mutated fern if you find any. I hear some grows out near Forest Grove Marsh. Natural radiation sucker. Be great for cooking rat X or rat away.
Mutated fern. Sounds good.
Cool.
Alright. We should have some in the TARDIS.
Hey, swada, swada, swada can hit. Boom!
Sheffield.
So thirsty. Nuka-Cola.
Here you go.
Real sweet of you.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Free shopping right here. Hey, how about I introduce you to
Hey,
the
Sheffield.
station foreman?
What do you think about coming to work for me?
Thank you for me.
Really? You mean it?
That's right.
Alright, we're gonna send him to Sanctuary Hills.
Okay, I'll do it.
Sorry, Blue. The jig is up. Takahashi told me everything. Web of lies?
Piper being silly. Okay. Let's drink some water.
Gone. I mean, I bet your name's not even Bruce.
Hardware, we got a free workbench for all your modifications.
Swatter! You there! You need a genuine, authentic, custom.
One of my favorite bits of the entire game.
What's a swatter?
Rookie, eh? A swatter, my friend, is a Diamond City tradition. See, it used to be that this whole place was a stadium, and two teams would meet and play a game called baseball. One team would beat the other team to death with these things called baseball bats, and the best bats were called swatters. True fact.
Look, dumbass, that's not how baseball was played.
That right, Mr. Smarty Pants? Yeah, if you're such an expert, how do you think it was played?
There were balls, strikes, 3 bases, and home runs. You kept score by how many runners made it to home plate.
Huh. Sounds almost elegant. You sure that's baseball?
I like my version better. Now, can I interest you in these genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swatters?
Got any work?
Well, if you want to help the sport, I got a lead on a stash of pre-war collector's items. Coach, quitting is for punks west and had an estate not too far from here. Legend says when he retired, the league presented him with a baseball, catcher's mitt, and playing card signed by all the other coaches. See where I'm going with this? I'll pay 100 caps each for those relics. What do you say?
A card, a mitt, and a ball. Got it.
I thank you. And baseball thanks you.
Hey, Mo.
Remember, swatters will win you the game. The game of beating people up, that is.
We will, however, get the Rockville Slugger.
I'll take a look, sure.
Baseball history. Right here.
890 caps, not bad. And I got some crap I could sell from all the stinky mutants. And that one raider. Anything worth selling? Well, we got a few of these we can get rid of. And yeah, get rid of the models. That's just money. All right.
Well, if anyone...
Let's take a look at the Rockville Slugger. Minus 40% VATS cost. Now we're speaking my language. Yeah, it's slow.
One could figure out a good use for it.
But I do like what that gives me. Alright, who else has... Oh, right, I need to talk to Mo about something else.
These ain't just any old pieces of wood. A swatter is a custom piece of hickory.
Tell me, are you worried?
Let me think it over.
Sure. Sure.
Oh wait, you're supposed to have pine tar,
Now,
right?
don't be shy. You're never too old to own a swatter.
Thanks. I guess.
Let's see what you've got.
A swatter never runs out of bullets.
Or... Or not. Alright. We'll figure that out.
You how to pick your friends. Life is not a troublemaker.
Alright, let's see what other markers we've got.
Right here. Let's go. Fastest in the Commonwealth. Hey, who wants to look beautiful? Hairstyles,
Oh, right.
You eat that food.
It's right
Only
here.
one thing worth buying is Dugout Inn, and that's the booze.
Okay, so we need pine tar, 25 bucks. Oh no.
Man's gotta eat. What can I say?
Okay,
A
so we
real
got that.
Diamond City boy eats at the noodle stand.
And before we wrap this up, because this video is starting to get a bit long, let's bring up the guide. Diamond City. So here we are in Diamond City, the unofficial capital of the Commonwealth. Although I guess the folks in Good Neighbor would beg to defer. Anyways, you can't go to Diamond City without trying out the world-famous noodles. Can't believe Mary Jane wants a Brahmin steak for lunch. It's like running laps around a swimming pool. The whole point of being there is to take a swim. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. Yeah, I don't trust the cooking skills of a robot. Sure, he doesn't have a sense of taste or smell, and he ain't the best when it comes to customer service, but he's also programmed to do one thing, so he should be good at it. You wouldn't say a toaster can't toast bread, would you? Well, Takahashi's pretty much a noodle toaster. By the way, where do you think Takahashi got his training from? How come the other robots don't make noodles like him? Someone reprogrammed him. Oh, that makes sense. Kind of like what Mary Jane did with that Pip-Boy. I'll have to ask her about it. She's better with gadgets than I am. Oh, well, it was fun chatting with you. If you don't get to try the noodles today, make sure to eat something. Can't have my favorite wastelander walking around hungry. Diamond City additional commentary. Doc, Mary Jane. Doc, what's wrong with her? Dr. Sun, it's unfortunate, but the cancer's too widespread. Oh, God. I hate to say it, but she has maybe 1 or 2 months to live. That's bullshit. Mary Jane, I'm sorry. Fuck you. We're gonna find another Doc, Lil. I bet there's one in Good Neighbor smarter than this moron. Shit, I don't care if we have to go halfway across the glowing sea. We're gonna find you a real fucking doctor, and he's gonna fix you, Lily. So, I might have guessed we're to go to Good Neighbor next? Yeah. Alright, so we got the pine tar for this. So we need to go to Quincy, Good Neighbor. Man, that's about it. We're almost done with the combat ready. Okay, still need to go hit up Nick and the Ron. So, alright, so we can turn off combat ready and way back home. I didn't think y'all wanted to hear me sneeze, but I'm sure y'all figured out that I did anyway. Okay.
Your luck wouldn't last forever.
Something
These
wrong?
ties. Oh, Nick. Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
I know you must be busy, but I won't take much of your time, miss. It's important.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude, but it's just... the detective... he's gone missing.
Nikki's missing. What has he gotten himself into this time?
Don't worry, I can help. Tell me what happened.
Nick was working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there that they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
Okay, so one thing about Piper, she doesn't mind the drug use. So, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, a third point into Iron Fist. That would allow for the meat hook to come into play if I want... Oh, wait. I forgot. I'm in power armor, so that doesn't matter so much. Okay, so time for something new. Well, we're going to go into Vans. Why? Because it's nothing about me. It's a Pip-Boy app. It should be on the Pip-Boy, right? Alright, let's get out of here. Turn. We still got to hit up the Ron. Alright, so let's find the Ron. Actually, there's one other thing I need to do. And they're both kind of next to each other, so it doesn't really matter. And no, it's not from McDonald's speech. Let's talk to this guy here.
Working hard?
Hey, I bet.
Don't touch the paint.
Don't worry, I won't.
Good. The wall keeps out the bad guys, so I appreciate you not messing her up none. Thinking you need a little education. Maybe a bit of community service. What do you say?
Happy to help out.
You see this paint I'm using? Only one place left in the whole Commonwealth you can get it. Hardware Town. Ruin store close by to the west. Bring back a can of paint and it'll be 100 caps in your pocket. How does that sound?
Paint retrieval. I'm on it.
Much obliged.
Alright, this video is starting to get a bit long. And I really don't care about McDonald's. Richard Nixon's speech.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Now you better answer if you want to keep those teeth.
Get out of my way.
Or what?
Will you just leave them alone? We're not meant to start trouble with the locals.
Yeah? Well, how do we know this ain't the man we're looking for?
He doesn't even match the description. Now come on, let's get going. We got work to do.
God, you son of... You got lucky this time, Wastelander. I better not see your face again.
Ugh, Berman. Alright, honestly, this video has gotten pretty damn long. So, we're going to leave it here. And next episode, we'll talk to the Ron, and we'll do some stuff around Diamond City. We'll get Piper outfitted. Maybe not necessarily in that order, but we still got a lot to do for the next episode. Alright, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest videos as they come in, and to help this channel grow. This has been Big Dave the Middle Aged Gamer. This is Fallout 4 Sim Settlement 2 Reborn. I'll see you all next time.